Avila. But look at those hands. He says he keeps those hands up by his ears because when you get hurt, you don't know what you're doing. Where do your hands automatically go? If they're used to being up there by your ears, that's where they go. Otherwise, they're going to go down.
Round number 4. Jemal Hinton comes out against Diego Avila, who gave Hinton some trouble in round number 3, and back in the corner. This now was boxing 101 for Jemal Hinton. Hearing it from Emmanuel Stewart.
He backed up on his range. I told you that just about it. It's not as easy as it looks to be a fighter. Right. You got to close up the gap and let it go. Because he's fought a lot of right hands that it looks like you land and you're not. He rolls them. Very smart guy, baby. You got to close it, put a little more pressure on it.
Yes, Emmanuel Stewart, who was in the corner of Jesse Benavidez in Texas. That fight in August. Benavidez had his one eye closed by Avila, who took Benavidez, the number 1 contender, the super bantamweight division. Took him to 10 rounds before Benavidez was put on the cards.
And Emmanuel wants for Jemal here to put more pressure on Avila. Make him work, make him expend some of that energy so that he's not pulling away from those right hands. I talked about him turning his head against a combination puncher, which Emmanuel wants to get Diego Avila out of. There he is, turning that head again, trying to pull the power away from those punches.
Very awkward fighter, Avila. He goes after you head first. That's his reputation, and you are seeing that unfold here tonight. He'll try to corner you. He'll go after you. But then again, he can change his strategy. He said, if Hinton comes after me, I'll box. If he moves, I'll chase. Avila tries to find any way. Hasn't been successful of late, but at least he's in there banging.
And they told him to bang the body, and he is now. You start hitting those body on these fighters that are strong on the inside, like Avila is, their punches slow down. You can feel them slow down in there.
Certainly a different kind of test for Jemal Hinton than we had seen earlier. By Olber-Carr took out Pat Brennan in 1 round. Complete mismatch.
And I tell you, Jemal's a different kind of fighter. He's looser. He's not as intense as Olber-Carr is. Olber's got to kill you with everything that he's got.
Right hook by Hinton. Closing seconds of round 4. They're scheduled to go a long way, 12 rounds, and Avila plans to do just that.
And it is a good pace.
21-year-old Jemal Hinton. Look,
he's breaking him down.
Look at some of his favorites as he sits in the corner and listens to Emmanuel Stewart and Father Julius.
This guy is not getting hit with all the punches he's making. He's rolling, he's taking a lot of stuff.
30-year-old Diego Avila, who was hooked on hockey. And apparently trying to do some of his hobby in the ring tonight against Jemal Hinton. And a chance to remind you, right here on USA, horror takes a frightening twist inside the body of a 12-year-old child. Linda Blair and Ellen Burstyn star in The Exorcist. USA movie Thursday night at 9, 8 Central Time. High atop the palace, inside the ring. Round number 5. The WBC Continental America's Super Bantamweight Championship. Jemal Hinton in the gold is the champion. This is his 4th defense. Goes up against the veteran Diego Avila. This is where Hinton normally ends it in the 5th on the coverage. In his first 15 fights, 12 of them have ended by knockout. He goes down to a knee, and it is called a knockdown.
Sweeping right hand
second time Hinton has been down. About 7 fights ago, when he was ready to step up, went in against the veteran Sonny Long. And in that fight, Hinton walked into his shot, showing the poise that he has for such a young fighter. He stepped back, went down to one knee, took an 8 count, rolled out the round, went on to win in 8. So he has been down here to one knee, quickly up, here in round 5.
Well, he went down, and his father, Junius, in his corner went up. He's over there yelling instructions right now at Jemal. Telling Jemal to fight in combinations. The best defense is a good offense.
Avila broke into the pro ranks, winning his first 15 fights, all of them in Mexico. Since that time, he has won 20, lost 22, with 6 draws. We asked him, why is he still fighting? I guess he was with us. One time, the main sparring partner, a former welterweight and middleweight champion, Emil Griffith, Julius Hinton, with a very concerned look on his face, and he's never seen his son lose as a pro.
Well, he boxed in the 60s. He had 34 fights. He knows what boxing is all about. He fought Bobby Watts. Remember him? We saw him last week with Calvin Grove in his corner. He was stopped in the 7th. So he was a Joe Frazier type. And that's just what we're seeing from Jemal Hinton tonight, a Joe Frazier type.
And right now, Julius Hinton taken to the test, trying to separate himself from father and trainer. We talked about earlier, and that's where it's tough. It can only be the trainer when the fighter goes down, the son goes down. Hinton down in the 5th. The champion knocked down in that round.
Jemal Hinton was getting hit with the left hand, or right hand's over the top of his left, and there he gets hit with it again and put down on the canvas. Sweeping right overhand punch from Diego Avila. There it is again. Came from the outside. Hinton was moving in and that left hand low.
One of the quickest recoveries, though, you would ever see from a knockdown.
And something we don't see very often from Hinton. But this is a different Jemal Hinton than I've seen in the past. Usually the Jemal Hinton that I've seen is a lot of movement, lateral, around his opponent, punching. Tonight he's struggling with this. He's tenser tonight.
May also figure that he's in against a fighter who he knows will take him 12 rounds, and it looks to be conserving a little bit. Once again, as we had shown you graphically earlier, Avila has gone 10 rounds or more on 34 occasions. Hinton just twice.
Now he's trying to work the angles. More movement this round. Maybe he's listening to what we're saying. He's tuning in. More movement this. Now this is the Jemal that I've seen in the past that I like. It was pretty. Moved around. Sugar Ray Leonard type. Moved and twisting combinations.
Well, some of the fans here at the Palace apparently want Jemal Hinton to get even busier, as we hear some boos from the partisan Hinton crowd. Halfway through the 6th.
And now he's throwing in one-punch shots instead of combinations. One punch, one punch. One punch again. A fighter like Avila, you've got to hit him with combinations or you're not going to hit him at all. He has seen it all. He is a warhorse. He doesn't care about the crowd here. Avila just cares about one